So I was on my way home from work today and I saw a billboard that was quite concerning. It was centered around my local area and it said, kids in my area at age of 11 start partaking in alcoholic beverages. That's a little concerning. This is really concerning. Parents, have you talked to your kids about this? Do you know if this is something that happens in your local area with children of that age? I know that as a recovering addict and having children, that it's a deep concern of mine that my children will be addicts. I mean, I come from a line of addicts. I have alcoholism that runs in my family, addiction as well. So it's something that I do worry about. And it's real concerning because I have a child that is the age of 11 and one that is just over the age of 11. It's very worrisome. Is this the discussion that you've thought about having with your children? I know that they have programs in school. I think they may have revived the DARE program. But I know when I was in school and I went through the DARE program, which I graduated and did all that great stuff, that it really didn't teach me anything other than what drugs look like, where to get drugs, how to do drugs, and all that good stuff. It really was just more like drug education than drug prevention, in my opinion. It really, I feel like it defeated the purpose of what it was created for. You know, like they gave us books and the books showed pictures of paraphernalia and it was bad, real bad. You know, I remember my mom telling me that when they were showed stuff in school, like they showed them videos of people doing crazy things, such as jumping out of windows and deleting themselves when they were on substances, and that's what scared them. I'm not saying that that's what they need to do today, but I know when they used to advertise things in magazines and on TV, like smoking, even alcohol now, they make it look like it's fun, like it's entertaining, like it's something that you should be doing, because if you're not doing it, you're missing out. And that's not what we want to be doing. That's what gives the illusion to young people, to children, that that's why we should be doing it. And unfortunately, my children have had to see what the effects of substances do to people. And sometimes that's not enough to make people refrain from doing things. I know that me seeing the effects of what it's done to people I care about was not enough to make me refrain. Hence why I'm sitting here and have the platform that I have and talking to you about these things that I talk to you about, because that wasn't enough for me. So with that being said, having continued discussions and an open line of communication, maybe we can prevent those billboards from saying things like the average age or the age of the children in your local area starts partaking in adult beverages at the age of 11. Because That's scary. Like I said in the beginning, it is absolutely terrifying. And my best advice as a parent is don't come at them in an accusatory manner. Just be like, hey, can we have a talk? Has anyone talked to you about this? Do you know what this is? Do you know what can happen if you do this? And if you ever feel that you want to do this, what are the reasons why you think you would want to do this? And do you understand why you shouldn't do this? Just don't be harsh about it. Be open and honest and real with your children. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to parent. I just know what worked for me. And I say that because I know as a child, being told not to do something without being given a list of reasons and just told not to do something only made me want to do it more. It was like, why shouldn't I do this? Oh, you haven't told me why. Well, that makes me want to do it more. Makes me want to know why I can't do it. So maybe I should go do it. So then you can tell me why I shouldn't do it. You know, if you think about it, there's all these prescriptions that we see all these commercials for now as adults on television. And there's a laundry list of things that could happen if you take the drug, right? But when they advertise things like alcohol on television, they don't give you a laundry list of reasons why you shouldn't partake in the alcohol. Think about that. But yet, when we're prescribed a medication, there's a whole laundry list of side effects or things that it may cause that go wrong. That doesn't make sense. And I know when I was going through the DARE program, going back to that, it just made me think more about like, why are they doing this? Like, what are these drugs and why are they telling us not to do these? Are they fun? Do they make you cool? You know, it's just, when you tell someone not to do something, it makes it more appealing. So when you come with a, hey, have you heard about this? What do you know about this? And what can you tell me about this kind of conversation, and not make it more like, hey, don't do this because I said so type of mentality, then they're more apt to listen to you. I just know that that's what works for me. It may not work for you, but it's a conversation worth having. And I encourage you, or anyone as a parent or someone who is a role model or whatnot to a younger person, to have this conversation with a younger person, to get it out in the open and have that conversation with them. Because, like I said, that billboard was very concerning and saddening, and just was like, hey, knock knock, did you know this? Did you know that 4% of the alcohol consumed in the US is by people of the age of 20 to 20, from 12 to 20 years old, and that children from 14 to 15 years old have admitted to having at least one alcoholic beverage in their lifetime? So one drink in 14 to 15 years, I mean, some people think that's not bad, but it is. I'm gonna link some sites in this video that have some resources for being able to have these conversations with your kids, and are filled with lots of more fun facts and fun in quotations, full of sarcasm, because some of these are scary. I just thought that this is something that I would talk about. Remember, nothing is hopeless. There's always hope.